What is up, everybody, and welcome! Welcome. As I said, this can be a positive. This is gonna be a fun video, alright? Basically, what I want to do is look at what Blizzard could potentially do in the next expansion, taking the cool stuff that they've done in Warlords Adrenal and sort of making it better and expanding on it and just that kind of thing. Now, what I'm going to look at in this video, and this can be a series. I did try and do one big video earlier, but it was like an hour and a half long. It's too much. It's too much. Let's break it down into parts. And the first one is the Garrison. How can Blizzard make the Garrison better? Well, if we look at it that the Dark Beneath, which is what I'm going to base, fingers crossed, the next expansions on, because that's the one I'm really excited for, is going to be like an island hopping style game. So let's pop the map open here. If you imagine that a collection of islands has appeared, you know, near the Maelstrom. If you remember when if you ever done the Goblin starting zone as like a series of islands and that, we could return to sort of that area, or we could just find a whole new set of islands that have appeared, and that's where it's set. Okay, we're going to base ourselves on these islands. Well, here we go. This is our island, okay? So it'll be the classic thing with Blizzard. You know, you'll either take a fucking Zeppelin there, or you'll take a boat there, and you know what's going to happen? The fucking thing's going to crash into rocks and sink and leave you stranded, and that's where you're going to push off from. So let's say, and I really hope this is the case, imagine this. This is actually Frey Island. If you were an old school warrior, you will know this place really fucking well. But I was never an old school warrior in vanilla, so I just know this is a pirate stronghold. But warriors used to have a class quest that would take them here. And anyway, we put that to one side. Blizzard then decided that, no, not going to happen anymore. So it's now just a home for pirates and bandits. But the island perfectly encapsulates what I would love, okay? So let's imagine this is actually our island garrison that we're going to have. I can't think of a better term for it, but let's just call it our island garrison. So, for instance, you've got your big hill. Okay, now in here you could have, say, a little mine shaft that would take you down, you know, so you can mine shit. Because basically, you're going to need the same things. You're going to need, you know, everything that our current garrison has, which is, you're going to need a mine, so you can mine raw resources. I know people are going to say, no, please don't, I'd rather go back to the old system, but I got a gut feeling Blizzard are going to go with this new system of having a hub that has everything there. So you need a mine. So you got a nice little mine there. Go in, tunnel underneath the island, and get whatever shit you need. You're going to need a garden. And that's all cool. I mean, there's plenty of land around here. We can have our little garden somewhere. Now, what I am going to take away is the next thing is obviously profession huts and that. I don't want them here, and I will show you why, okay? I will show you why in a minute. But you could then have, say, your little command hut in here. So this would be where you would have, you know, a garrison table, all that sort of shit. You know how the garrison works. It's not the cool aspect. It's not the thing I really want to talk about, the thing I'm really excited about, and that I hope that they do, okay? And that is this bad boy at the very end of the docks. Yes, I want motherfucking ships. Now, I don't care if you do it that, you know, I literally can get on this thing. So let's go. Let's get on this ship. Let's go have some pirates on it. We can kill them pretty easy. Let's jump on. Now, at the moment, this is just a standard model boat. Alright? So to kind of take this with a pinch of salt when I say it. Let's just get rid of some of these pirates. Get off my damn ship. There we go. Right, so first of all, add in way more detail. There's really nothing here. It's really sparse, okay? But you would be able to have a wheel. You would select this, and then it would pop up your map. Boop. And then you could travel to various locations. So, for instance, they would have it done that if I wanted to, let's say I have a little anchor there. I could click Booty Bay, click on it, and my ship would sail to that location. Now, it's not actually going to sail. It's just literally going to be like when you go on the Zeppelin or something like that. Little animation, then you load, and your ship is at Booty Bay. Now, that would be fucking super cool. Because what I would then have is you've got below decks. There's loads of stuff to be done on the boat. There's loads of space. So let's go down into the gun deck. Now here, yeah, or you lot die. Here I would have, say, your ship upgrades. Right, so you'd be able to upgrade your ship in various different ways, however you want to do that. This would be here. The island, I'd only have the island purely because things like the mine and that can't be done on the ship. You have to have some base somewhere. But primarily the ship is going to be where you do all your actions. So, although you've got a follower table on there, this is where your followers are going to be. You're going to have, your crew of your ship are going to be your followers. And you're going to have a guy you can upgrade, so you can upgrade various things. Now, you've then got, of course, the captain's quarters. And this is where I want to add in, I want to bring in professions here. What would be really cool is if with your various professions, with not that many resources, so you'd obviously have, like you've got now, where you need loads of hexweave cloth or whatever, and you can make hexweave armor. But imagine if you needed, say, 30 sumptuous cloth, and you could make, carpets, or, tapestries, or whatever. So every crafting profession would have some way of adding something to your ship. So I don't know, if you're a blacksmith, you could make funky bronze cannons or gold cannons or whatever. Everything would add something. You're a blacksmith, you could make a new figurehead for your ship at the very front. Make everything customizable. Make this truly so I can make this ship my own. Then also have things like, if you're doing mythic raiding, you could have, for doing X number of bosses, whatever, you get mythic sails. So it shows some sort of funky, colouring and design to your sails. Or you get a mythic figurehead on the front of your ship. So everything in here would be customizable. It'd all be, you'd have beds and all that kind of crap. You'd have everything you'd expect in here, but that you can change it to truly make it your own, which is something they didn't add in to the garrisons. The garrisons are all generic. I go to visit somebody's garrison because I might need something. It looks exactly the same as my one, but a few different buildings, and they're different, it's laid out a bit different. Not so with this. I literally want it so that I can change every aspect. I don't want a huge big garrison if it means that it looks like everybody else's. I would rather have something scaled right back down, make it really small but really customizable. Be able to design like fucking, on the outside of the ship, painting, different paint styles, different colours. Just make it so that it is mine. And then, this is what I would have is down here in the hold of the ship, I would have my profession guys. I would have people here, so like at this end, you could have one, you could maybe have a, you'd have a large one at this end, so put like a wall across here, and this guy could be a blacksmith or whatever. You could have a small workshop just here, and then maybe another large one back here or something. And you could also make it so that your ship upgrades. So you start off with, a little small boat that can maybe house, 5 followers, and it's got maybe one small workspace. It's a nothing, it's tiny, teeny, 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 tiny. But then you can start, when you upgrade, like you do your garrison, you make it bigger. You can upgrade and make it bigger, bigger, bigger. So eventually, like at the moment, we're on a tiny little pirate ship. Okay? Tiny little ship. Not very big. But if you were Alliance or Horde, these are eventually what you could get. You could get big, or even bigger. You could say these are medium. And you get even bigger fucking ships, like end up with Man of War style. But if you're Alliance, you'd end up with this sort of bad boy, where you see the eagle at the end, you could change that figurehead into something else. If you're a raider, if you do PvP, you could change all these. You could change all of this. Maybe the wheel at the back is actually something that you can make and you can add on. I just want customization. I want everything, the functionality that it gives me now, but I want it to be mine. This could be the medium Horde ship. You add on these metal fucking, bows and stuff. There's so much possibility with this. I think it could be an amazing thing if they did it. I love the idea of the garrison. I love where they went with it. But it's not what people want. People don't want a cookie cutter, there you go, because they'll get bored of it. I want it that's truly mine. I also want, as I said, that my crafting stuff can, with not too much effort, directly tie into what I can do with my ship. I want to be able to add things with it by my profession. If I've got jewellery crafting, I want to be able to fucking bejewel this thing and all sorts of fucking crazy looking shit. I want jewels on my cannon. I don't know, just, if I've got tailoring, can I make my own different sail designs? And you could sell them on the auction house just as under cosmetics, so that people can really make these things their own. Please, Blizzard, please, you've got so much of this ship style-y going on with the 6.2 expansion. It feels to me that that's something you want for the future. When, I can't remember the name. Grand Theft Auto fucking developers. Well, I can't remember. Rockstar. When Rockstar brought out a fucking ping pong game. They brought out a game called Bully years and years ago now. Okay, and everybody was like, "What the fuck are Rockstar doing? They do GTA and they bring out these weird games." They were testing the engine for their next game. I think Blizzard are doing the same. I think all this ship thing and all these ship themes. I hope that it's going to be something that's coming up soon. Okay, I hope it's for the next expansion. They're testing things now that they want to come up next. I really, really hope that's true. Desperately hoping that's true. But I just think it would be awesome if you could have your own ship. I know they won't do it, that you can just sail around the ocean. You know, that's fucking crazy. But I would love it that you could just, you know, go to the wheel of your ship. So I can come here, go to my wheel of my ship, click on it, and I can travel to all the major locations in the world. That would just be fantastic. It'd be absolutely brilliant. Plus to have all the functionality of my Garrison in a floating platform that I can truly customize to be my own. I think that'd be amazing. Alright guys, that's the first part of this. Things I would love to see in the next one. Garrisons Mark II, please. What do you guys think? Would you like that idea? Do you want to see something different? Let me know. Be good to hear. Catch you later, guys.